Important 3 points for Chelsea. It was a game dominated by refereeing VAR decisions. What's kind of the talk of the dressing room right now?
No, the gaffer said to us they had a good team, physical team. If we start win the first ball, second ball, you could have a more chance to win the game. And I think we didn't start very well, but we score. You had time in the halftime to organize the team. And I think the second half we did well. We won the game.
The timing of your goal important, right before the half-time break?
Yeah, like I said, we didn't start very well, but I think when I score, the team had more time to organize and then to go to the half-time.
Do you think Chelsea were lucky in certain decisions today? I know there's going to be questions around Trevor Chalobah incident.
Yeah, I think the ref make his decision. I don't have nothing to say about, but yeah, if he gave that, I think he was good for us.
Were you worried that you might have been penalised in the build-up to the second goal? It was eventually given as a penalty, but were you worried for a minute there?
No, I knew my hand was close to my body, so I just waited the decision of the ref, and in the end he gave the penalty for us.
Josh, I can't imagine how you must feel. You think you've scored your first goal for Fulham, and then for be chalked off in the manner that it was. Do you have the words?
It's a hard feeling to describe. I think obviously scoring that emotion, the team and stuff, and that great feeling. And obviously it was a tough decision. I think it was a perfectly good goal, but obviously there's not much you can do, and we just had to try and pick ourselves back up and fight for the next 80, 70 minutes.
How tough was it today? Because it felt like every decision was going against you. And as players out there, you think you've gone ahead, it gets chalked off. And then there's questions, the timing of the goal, how many minutes was it that they played extra time? And then the third decision with the penalty, was there? It was like wave after wave.
Yeah, obviously, I feel like that's just a part of being a professional. And obviously there's going to be decisions which go against us, and we just sort of have to bounce back. But obviously it was a tough one to take to score, and then obviously going into the break, having conceded, was a difficult one, but we just have to try and bounce back, really. It's all we can do. We can only control the controllables.
We're going to get Marco Silva in for a chat, but throughout the game, sort of what was his demeanour like at half-time for you guys? Well,
obviously he's a really passionate person, and that sort of fires us up as well, and we just try to really work hard for each other, and it was a difficult one to take today, because I think maybe we deserve more from the game, but it is what it is, and hopefully we can bounce back next week or 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, international break now, but you must be so encouraged. That feeling you had when you thought you'd scored, it must make you want more. You must be excited to come back after the break.
Yeah, 100%. I think it's probably one of the best feelings I've ever felt, to be honest. That elation, having the team around you and stuff. It was unbelievable, and hopefully I can replicate that, and it'll be counted next time.
Well, yeah, and to have the consecutive Premier League starts that you're having,
yeah,
what you've worked hard for.
Yeah, 100%. And I'm really grateful to the manager for putting that faith in me, and obviously having these consecutive starts. I'm starting to find my feet, and hopefully, God willing, it continues.
Enzo, you've come out with the 3 points, but ultimately it was a game that's going to have many talking points because of refereeing, VAR decisions. What is the Chelsea perspective right now of the game?
That we were not good enough first half, and we were brilliant second half. For me, this is the analysis from the game. First half, I think we didn't keep the ball. We didn't win duels that are against these kind of teams you need. And second half, we did the right things.
Do you think Chelsea were lucky at all today with any of the decisions that you got?
I don't think so, to be honest, because the foul is foul and the penalty is penalty. So for me, it's quite clear. And if I had some doubt, I would say, but it's quite clear that the foul is foul and the other one is handball.
Do you mean the Josh King goal being written off, the foul with Trevor Chalobah? I saw you explaining to the Fulham bench. Yeah, what were you sort of saying to them? What were they saying back?
Yeah, no, I was trying just to explain them the foul, that for me is foul. But again, it's normal that they were trying to say that it was no foul. It's part of the game. But I think both decisions, they were correct.
For the second goal, were you worried that João Pedro might have been penalised for a handball? Kenny Tete struck it. Were you worried about that?
No. was quite clear, you know, the handball. So again, the idea was that was penalty, but then the review was a bit longer, to be honest, to wait. But at the end was penalty.
Speaking factually, there were 16 minutes of extra time, 8 at the first, 8 at the second half. When there hasn't been, thankfully, no major injury, is that just too long? Is VAR starting to dominate the game a little bit, becoming too involved?
Probably because both they were a bit difficult decision, so they, you know, required time to decide. But again, I think in that case the VAR has to take time and decide. Yeah, well, 8 first half, 8 second half, but you know, we were winning, so it was okay.
Liam Delap went off early in the game, obviously wasn't in the game plan. What's sort of, is it a hamstring there?
Yeah, hamstring was full speed, so hopefully it's not long, but this kind of case, this kind of injury, it's always, I don't know, can be 6, 8 weeks.
And then just that first half, you said you didn't think that you played to the best. Sort of what was missing? What did you need to see more of?
For me, it was quite simple. We didn't play and build the game we want in the way we prepare. And also, in this kind of games, you need to win duels, second ball, and we didn't win any duels. And second half, we were brilliant.
And Marco, I mean, there's so many talking points within that game. It's difficult to know where to start. But can you just give us how you feel right now?
For someone that loves football, of course, I'm here as a Fulham manager. But someone that loves football as a manager, former football player, as a fan, sometimes when I come just to watch a game, I feel sad, really. Just that.
What do you feel most sad about?
No, because it's clear. I think we derby game, special game for everybody, the best competition in the world, with millions and millions of people watching on TV and all that stuff. And I saw my team playing outstanding football first half, outstanding football, playing football, not trying to be fake or go in direction that we to come here to park the bus or something like that. We know the difference of the pitch. We know that financial point of view, the size and all that stuff, they are in a different planet. But on the pitch, we knew that what we are capable of, and I think we did show the boys, they were outstanding, and everybody's down there. After what's happened last week with us, all that controversy in the game against Man United, all the decisions from the VAR that people cannot understand. One time goes in one direction, the other time is going in a different direction. But similar things for the opposition, for us, they decide in a different way. We are here always to learn. We are here to make the people, our players, to understand things. But if it's not a direction, it's almost impossible for me to make them to feel that it's going to be balanced in the end. That's the thing. Performance-wise, outstanding first half. All the decisions from the VAR, all the decisions from the referee made a massive impact in the game. And second half was not at the level that I would like to see our team. I told them we cannot control all the decisions they were against us. How you disallow a goal like that one is unbelievable. It's not something that you can. Unbelievable. We have meetings, and all the meetings with the referees, with the people that is in charge, that we all respect. We go for the meetings. All of us, we want to win. Of course, when it's against us, we feel more. When probably Enzo this afternoon is not feeling the same than myself, but we go there to try to see a direction in things. And one of the main things, VAR is not here to referee the game, is to see things, the protocols, to see things clear. And for us, and I think for all the world, just for the person that was there, was not something unbelievable to how disallow that goal. For me, it's unbelievable, really. And of course, after everything is story, you can talk about many things. I would prefer to don't say nothing more, because I will be punished, and I don't want. I want to be on the bench in the next game. I don't want to pay fines. I want to help our players, but it's being difficult for us this start of the season with so many decisions that doesn't come in our in the way that should. That is our way, really. But it's what it is, and let's go. Let's move on.
I respect you want to be careful in your words, but I do want to ask, do you feel VAR is becoming too involved in the game? We had 60 minutes of extra time with no major injuries.
I would love to explain you many things. For example, the first goal. My job is to prepare my players. We are going to analyze. 8 minutes extra time. First corner. After the first corner was already 9 minutes. They had the first corner in the 8th minute. Danger moment. If it's for me, I would like to see a corner. 8 minutes. They won the second corner, already 9 minutes extra time. He has to stop the game. It's by the rules. He has to stop the games. I'm not saying that is my opinion. By the rules. I asked the referee. He told me, because we lost time, I was speaking with one player. I checked the 8 minutes now. I checked all the 8 minutes. The game didn't stop 1 second. What I can say to you, I'm the manager. I try to do my best with my players, with my football club. Okay, Chelsea won the game and we move on.
I completely respect you being so open and honest, and we do really appreciate that. What can be done? Can anything be done? Because it must be so hard to just accept and take it on the chin.
It's very difficult to be so many things for me to say. What is being done is to be. I just mentioned to you 2 things that by the rules is by the protocol is not something that is because I make mistakes. The referee, they can make mistakes. The Premier League is so intense, it's so tough, all that stuff. But when it's black or white, it has to be black or white. We cannot see something that was not there. And this is the thing for us. And what is being done is not for me to decide. I decide what my players they are going to do next training session in the next game. All the other things I can't. I would like to understand, because for me it's more about understanding the decisions, understanding how they follow the protocols, understanding how they follow the rules, and that is the main thing for me, because sometimes I'm going to be pleased with the results and sometimes it's not against me, other times it's going to be against me, like this afternoon, like last game. In 8 days, 2 times with things that is impossible for us to understand is too much for us.
Bringing it back to a Fulham focus, there are a couple of days of the transfer window left. What do you hope? What do you expect? What do you need? What do you ask for?
Probably I'm not in the best mood to talk about it because it's another situation. Is what I said to you, the things that they are off the pitch, and the difference is massive for this type of clubs. We don't have the same conditions that most of the teams in this level. It's already too late. Let's see what the club is going to do. I think the club is going to do something to help this group of players. We need help. We are short in many positions there, but let's see what they're going to do. They are trying to do their maximum for sure until the end of the market, and let's hope we can sign players that can help us to perform and to keep improving and developing this football club like we have been doing so in the last few seasons.
Marco, I really appreciate your time. Thank you.